Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility. And, of course, vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will... Great chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's a throw-in. And here's Marlon. He is through here. And it's made its way to him. And claimed it back swiftly. Now this could be a chance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Memphis Depay. And it's Reinders. Hertrauda. Reinders. And this is Depay. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Marlon. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk makes the interception. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a...
Ball! De Jong. So we're still where we started right now. That's going wide left. Gakpo receives it in a wide position. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Van Dijk. Now, can they get him away? Gakpo. Reinders. Cross needs to be good. Defending of the desperate variety. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. This is a promising build-up. Reinders. And Hertrauda. Marlon is herring after that one. It'll be a throw-in. Gyökeres. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. And it's claimed by the keeper. Ake. De Jong. Reinders. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Gakpo. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Isak. Gyökeres. Now it's Isak. Showing good feet. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's Gravenberch. Oh, he's found support out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Incoming delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Svensson. And here's Gakpo. He's got away. Can he get it through? Oh, that was vital. Bergvall. Played through into space. Floated through. That's been slipped through. Memphis Depay. Svensson. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Deftly out wide. Gravenberch. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Foot in. Gyökeres. Now it's Isak. And it's Bergvall. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Reinders. Is there, and the shot! And yes, it's there! And there is your opener. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 18.
Sweden have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Svensson spots it and intercepts.
Sweden are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Gyökeres is onto this, and the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Isak. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Reinders. Goes looking wide. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
This is a promising build-up. Chance, surely! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Sweden are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the...
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Substitutions taking place.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
He's given it away. He might be in here. Oh, what a big... Bergvall! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
And we have our very first corner. Ake getting this one clear. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way.
Sweden couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Van Dijk gets it clear. Sweden have hit a quick-fire double here. Bergvall. Svensson. Great vision. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away! Just cruising! They are cruising! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Sweden are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Geertruida. Kluivert. This is promising. He is just caressing the ball. Gyökeres. Svensson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Lang, and he's managed to get free. It's run loose here. Gyökeres chasing after it. And he's running through. Oh, great chance! Tries a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Geertruida. Kluivert.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
De Jong. Kluivert wants to run onto this. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Svensson. And it's Bergvall. Oh, easy pickings there. Ake. Now it's Weghorst. Now, what about a counter-attack? So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Sweden definitely impressing me.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour.
And can he finish it? They've scored! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Wirtz.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's got chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Kimmich. Nmecha. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets a good foot in there. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that has not gone well. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Sané. To Havertz. And that has been slung wide. Wirtz has it in a wide position. Tar cuts it out. Wirtz. Nmecha. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Sané. Kimmich has it out wide and in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So what can they make of this? Space for him to turn and look. And he's managed to get free. Plays it across.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Nmecha. Kimmich. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Wirtz. Pavlovic. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Sané. Pavlovic promptly onto that, and that is that. Wirtz running with the ball. Havertz! Havertz! Oh, that is rather wayward.
And he didn't even manage to test the keeper.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Wirtz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicely shaped ball. Nice looking ball. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Spread neatly. He has found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Ivory Coast really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Musiala, Pavlovic, and it's Kimmich. Here's Sané. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, this is a great position. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Kimmich.
Musiala tries to play it through. He's found space here. And he was alert to it. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Ivory Coast up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Ivory Coast just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed.
Ivory Coast definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Great defending, strong and determined. Tar kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Musiala. Can he finish? But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Wirtz aims beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. An uncompromising challenge. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Pavlovic. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And it's Musiala. Ivory Coast just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He's found a way through. Shot could be on. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Wirtz. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's quick to get rid. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Wirtz.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's taking no chances there. Taken back almost at once. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work.
Might want to be careful there.
Now that's well seen too. Wirtz. Goretzka. And here's Havertz. And he's been shifted off it. He's not got that quite right. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Goretzka. Pavlovic. Havertz gets on his bike and on the move. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach.
Could be danger here. Threads. He's having a shot! Goes long and straight. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now that looks a decent ball. Tar spots it and intercepts. Pavlovic. And it's Kimmich. And Sané. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Kimmich. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Ivory Coast close now to seeing this one through to the end. This is a promising build-up.
Ivory Coast nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Goretzka.
Temps additionnel.
He's onside! Germany with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Changement.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Bayer coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, what are your thoughts on today? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Ecuador have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to break through. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Gol de Ecuador, convertido en el minuto 4. Número 16.
Ecuador break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Back towards the middle. Nicely spread. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's been played through. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through. Strokes it back. He's dribbled past his man here. Closing in on goal. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ecuador with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. Curaçao are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. First quarter of an hour gone.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Ecuador leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Ecuador currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Could move up a gear here. He has found the way through. He's under a lot of pressure there. Pass somewhat off target. And he cuts out the supply. Distributed tidily. Oh, nice touch. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, some astute defending there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That looks a cracking ball. Not the most accurate pass. This is a promising build-up. Good ball, good take.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Space for him to turn and look. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Ecuador ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Works it forward.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a promising position. He's found a way through. The muscular approach does pay off here. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That was travelling. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Aimed beyond the defence.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Might want to be careful there.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Ecuador leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Ecuador leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And he whips it in. And that has put paid to that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's quick to return it. That is great defending, so alert. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's on it, can he get away? Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. So we've reached the hour mark. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Can he finish? It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Ecuador are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
And that's a dangerous ball. No foul, says the referee. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great ball, and he's in here. That's really well cleared. Oh, what a mistake! And the counter is on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Towering header! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And the return pass. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He is through here! And it's made its way to him. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going direct. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's in a great position here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Big chance! One-on-one! Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries a deft little ball. He's having a hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And he's managed to get free. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot at goal! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Ecuador really could have done without this. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
El anotador, convertido en el minuto 88, número 7.
Curaçao give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect
Se
now?
agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
He's got away, and he shoots! And that's another fine save. Looking for options for movement. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Threads one in, and that was very necessary. And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. And it's Kamada. And here's Kubo. He's beaten the last man. Well, they can break here. Kamada. That's a shade optimistic. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it could well turn out to be Tomiyasu, Peter, because I like the way he can switch between positions. We know he can play centre-back, he can play full-back, he can play wing-back. So he's got a lovely versatility to offer. And I think overall he probably prefers the wing-back role because it enables him to get higher up the pitch and get himself involved in the creation and the scoring of goals.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Tries to pass it through. Now the cross. Nagatomo tries to clear. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these...
Chance! And he's done it! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Number 7.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tanaka gets a foot in here. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Endo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
So much time and space here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Lovely feet. Here comes the cross. He's done well to get that clear. Tanaka. There he goes, motoring forward. Kubo. It's a promising position. Defending of the desperate variety. Japan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. He shifted it to the flank. He's through here. Shot, surely! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
And it's Kamada. Kubo. Pinches it off him. So, what can they make of this? Plays a sharp little ball here. He's not got that quite right. Now that looks a decent ball. Elects to towering header! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Nice interception, well timed. Japan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He's in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, strongly challenged there. This is a promising build-up. That's a cute ball. And that should get the job done. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And for the first half, that is that. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, shooting chance! Kubo. Spread it left.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Endo. And it's made its way to him. Good read, needed to be. Stood up well to him there. And it's Kamada. Kubo. Now it's Kubo, delivered. Getting up there! And that's a good finish. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And they can counter here. Endo. Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now, can they... And the shot! And that's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Japan have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. And it's Nagatomo. Tries to play it through. Kamada. It's not an especially good pass, that. Kubo. That has not gone well. It's run loose here. In with the challenge. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get it through? That is good alertness. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Great vision. And he's been shifted off it. Half an hour gone in the second half. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Nagatomo gets across to intercept that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tunisia do have a chance to counter here. Can he get on the end of this? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? And he's picked it up out wide. Nagatomo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Kamada receives it in a wide position. Thinks about the shot.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nagatomo calmly anticipates. He's had it taken off him. Kubo. This looks promising. Kamada.
There will be 1 minute
That has found him in acres of space. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And he's there to belt it away. So there you have it, penalties. So there was to be no definitive result.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So we've gone as far as we can go, and this will now be decided by penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And no mistake.
Well, so far, so good, Peter. Never looked in doubt, really.
And he duly obliges. So on to the second man.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. Never looked particularly convincing for me.
Agonising, just agonising.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself.
Of course. Will that prove decisive?
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Tunisia really cannot miss this. Oh, great save! That is a great save!
This to win it. No pressure, of course.
Oh, he's won it all right. Japan have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end in the only way it could have been.
Japan probably deserved that on the overall balance of things, Peter. They always seemed more comfortable, more focused. They weren't fazed.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Laporte defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's one-on-one, decent chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Spain make the perfect start. They are already ahead.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, that's a key interception. That is a great pick out. Big chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Threads one in. Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he's there to clear it. Spain are looking to go forward now. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. Rodri. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Ferran Torres. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's had it taken off him. Now he's off and running. And now the breakaway. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He shifted it to the flank. So no flag here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This looks promising. Looking to play him in. Oh, super find. He's found real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been cleared. He's played it back. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. That's a nicely weighted pass. Can he finish? He has found a way through. Rodri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's on it, can he get away? Cross in. Grimaldo is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Ferran Torres. Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's a sharp little ball here.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Spain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aimed beyond the defence.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Spain leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Spain have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. He's found the way through. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Flashes it up. He's rising! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And he's worked it through. Lovely bit of skill. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pedri. Well read. Nice interception. This is a promising build-up. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. What's going wide left? Pedri is onto this. Oh, that's neat. He's shifted. Pedri! It's off target and by quite a way.
Pedri most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Now that looks a decent ball. Space for him to turn and look. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Rodri. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Ferran Torres. And a chance! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! A finish right from the top draw. And again they hit the front. Saudi Arabia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's in on goal. And he's there to belt it away.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that was very necessary. And he's gone looking for safety. Chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Williams. And the finish!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Shot, and the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And now he has two. Saudi Arabia dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He is through here. Chance for a shot! Goal, Spain! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Spain have their lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that's been drilled. Goes for a shot! And that's in. We thought they were done, but never say never. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. And no, he's seen through all of that. Nico Williams. He leaps for it. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, that has got to be it. This has to be it. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Spain look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition...
He's having a pop! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nico Williams. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Looking for the run, chips it through. Tries to get it clear. It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is... He'll try from distance! And no, just off target. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making...
Doku! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared away. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Iran are looking to go forward now. Played out to the left flank. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. De Kalpa. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Out of play for a goal kick. And it's De Keeper. Trossard, and here's Lukaku. And here's De Bruyne. That's very neat. No goals as yet. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. Cross goes in there. Oh, good effort. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gets the shot away! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Doku.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne. That has been slung wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Lukaku. Trossard.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Some good persistent defending here. Played with finesse. Cleared away. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. That's a throw. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Just eases him off the ball. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Amadou Onana. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Onana. That's a lovely, neat pass. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Great work on the overlap. Oh, perfectly measured that. Teat wins the duel this time. Lukaku going after that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's straight offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Lofted in. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution for Belgium, number 6.
So right back into the action.
Coming on to replace him.
Belgium have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yep, it's a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been cleared. Iran have the chance to go the other way. Belgium come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He is through here. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it. Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking to play him in. Belgium are looking to go forward now. Doku is wide and looking to get onto this. Nice control. No outsmarting him this time. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tries to play it through. Oh, nice touch. In towards the back stick. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, that pass isn't the best. De Bruyne is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's good play. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that has not gone well. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Belgium are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Trossard. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. He leaps for it! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Doku. And a chance! And there's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he cuts out the supply. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Lukaku. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Quality ball. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And here's Lukaku. Van Aken. Van Aken showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Belgium really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, good spread. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Trossard. Very much into the last knockings. And he plays one through. Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And he couldn't finish.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's on it, can he get away? Chance to deliver. And that has been knocked clear. And time is up. Belgium have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Doku taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it turned out to be a bit of a slow burner, this one, Peter. Still, I think the goal...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling. And here's the pull. Gonzalez has it out wide. And he scores! No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Tagliafico. Now it's Gonzalez.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Fernandez. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays.
Joao Felix! McAllister. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Joao Neves! It's hit the upright. Forced to go back. That's destined for the flank. And the counter is on. Fernandez. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Vitinha. Looking tidy in possession here. Joao Neves. Joao Felix purring through the gears. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. Otamendi tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Martinez. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's had a shot! Brilliant by Vitinha! A finish of true class! And Portugal score first! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Martinez. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good running with the ball. And across. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Half an hour played now. Now it's Neves. There they go, hunting in packs. Oh, good ball! Chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Ruben Neves clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Martinez. Back towards the middle. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Martinez. Now it's McAllister. Looking for options for movement. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. Oh, nicely intercepted. Martinez. There could be trouble here. Oh, he's all alone. And the shot! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Vitinha does well to get it back. De Paul. Molina. And it's Rodrigo De Paul looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the return pass. And no, he's seen through all of that. And the pass is intercepted. Ruben Dias running with intent. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's neat. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Portugal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Back on the way then. And that could set him on his way. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Molina. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played. Diogo Costa gets it clear. De Paul, spread it left. And here's Gonzalez. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Oh, off the bar. And another try. Oh, and he's following up. And yes, it's there! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Can he get on the end of this? He's found space here. Mendes has it in a wide position. João Neves. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's shifting through the gears here. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shot a goal! Now it's Martinez. That's going wide left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's in a great position here. Real chance! Has another go! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Ruben Neves. Nicely spread. Now it's Ruben Neves. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the right flank. And now the breakaway. Now it's Martinez. Good ball, good take. Now it's Martinez. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's a fine challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Simeone is onto this. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
That's a decent clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he finish? And that's in!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Portugal now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fernandes. And it's McAllister. Great work on the overlap. It's out for a goal kick. Plays it through. Ruben Neves. João Felix. Here's Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made its way to him. He'll try from distance! And that really should have been that.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Fernandes, and he welcomes it in. Not a hint of offside here. The final 5 minutes. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Alvarez, and it's Molina. Threads one in. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he lines up a cross. Punched away. Puts in a low one. That has been cut short. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Looking to play him in. Bruno Fernandes. Stood up well to him there. Tagliafico. And time is up. Portugal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award. From either side of the channel, an international derby. The shores of England and France separated by a mere 21 miles of water, and their history so deeply intertwined. It is a sporting rivalry with depth. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We stand for the national anthem of France. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. We can only hope that this one will deliver, as it has so often in the past.
Yeah, and this one I see as a game between two sides who know each other all too well, and games between the two have been generally close. While there will be quite a bit of probing and prodding, I'm expecting this to be nice and tight.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba, starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to...
It's Kane! He's beaten the king, he's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Koundé, Saliba, Tchouaméni, and it's Doué.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Kane. Oh, what a chance! And that's a sharp finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
England are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe!
Oh, that was one big...
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! Back to within one! Interesting! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, nice touch. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's James. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, now he can run away with it. Deftly away. Kane, and the finish! Classic Kane brilliance! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Eze. Now it's Watkins. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. England palpably stronger, better, superior.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Eze. Oh, that's delightful. Rice. That is lovely. And here's Kane. Now it's Eze. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Kane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's burst through. Now it's Kane. Oh, well played, well played. Saliba. Ball played for Dembele. Clipped into space. Hernandez, forwards and with intent. He's found a way through. Mbappe finding himself in space. Mbappe! And somehow he kept it out.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Oh, great leap! It's bounced back off the post. No, he didn't quite meet it right. England looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Dembele, and it's Tchouaméni. Watkins has created 1 goal already. Saliba. And Upamecano. Saliba. And Hernandez. Doué. And he's been shifted off it. Anderson. Guéhi. Shoots! Watkins gets flagged offside. Koundé, Tchouaméni, threads one in. Oh, well measured.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
There's the shot! Anderson can clear it away. And it's Koundé. Now Saliba. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. Eze, chance here to counter. Koundé. That's the end of the first 45.
England have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Please turn towards the screen.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. So we're off again. Hernandez. Oh, it's come loose. Not the most convincing of passes. Over to the right flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rice. Saliba cuts it out. Now he's running away. Oh, Kane. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Number 10.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
England are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Has a look up and delivers. Pickford claims it without any fuss.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Cross goes in there. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. England do have a chance to counter here. Driving forward. But that has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Kane. Now it's Eze. Upamecano. Koundé. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kane under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He's picked his way through. James crosses. And he's there to clear it. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. James picks it up now. Rice. Cross needs to be good. Oh, good climb! Keeper always had the measure of that.
But it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And it's O'Reilly. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And here's Watkins. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He'll fancy himself from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Kane! Oh, Harry Kane, how good are you? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
England are having a ball here. Guéhi gets across to intercept that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in a great position here, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Kane clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Anderson. And here's Kane. Great ball, and he's in here. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's got his range wrong there. Tchouaméni, Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Back to the keeper it goes. Saliba, Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Barcola. And that will be it. England can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Bellingham on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of the
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We are just getting started. Marquinhos. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, I think we can expect to see more than a few moments of individual brilliance with Neymar on the pitch, Peter. He's got such a silky touch, he can ghost past defenders, and he can pass and shoot with the very best. If you're looking for someone to take your breath away, this is the guy for me.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. That's a nicely weighted pass. Alvedi. Now it's Neymar! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Reader. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, crossbar! Rodriguez calmly anticipates. Thinks about the shot. Good ball, good take. Rafinha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. Rodriguez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither side yet able to find the net. And this is Embolo. That looks a cracking ball. Chance! Goal! Switzerland! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
24 minutes is number 19, Okafor.
Switzerland have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Ederson. Can he latch on to this? Rodriguez does really well to win the ball there. Freuler. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Xhaka. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Freuler! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's got away from him. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
João Pedro clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Marquinhos wins the duel this time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
But that has not gone well. And it's Joelinton. That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, super ball! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's going to be another throw. There's the delivery, and a header! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. In he goes again! It's hit the uprights. Not a bad try by any means.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Now it's Freuler. He is through here! And the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Switzerland really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Cleared away. Now it's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. Freuler, and this is Embolo. That's put paid to the danger. So a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
When you're walking through the gates. Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Brazil get the second half going. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. He's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Embolo. Good running, strong and purposeful. He has found the way through. It's Embolo! Goal, Switzerland! And they've got their lead back. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Switzerland have their lead. Alexandro. Joelinton. Rieder. Zakaria. Aimed beyond the defence. Okafor! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to get it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Okafor receives it in a good position here. And he's quick to snatch it back. Gabriel. Now Ederson.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ederson. Marquinhos. Now it's Rafinha. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Zakaria. And this is Embolo. And it's Xhaka. Now it's Embolo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is good alertness. Freuler. He's found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ederson. Ah, he's given it away. Okafor. Tries a shot! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
2 goals on the day and he may not yet be done. Switzerland go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Embolo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rieder. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a promising position. Now it's Lucas Paqueta.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Okafor being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Look at the space here. Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Savinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. And he's only too happy to take that back. Wiverton. Into the last 5 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Good take and the shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Neymar plays it short. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Switzerland are looking to go forward now. Neymar, great defending, strong and determined.
There will be 5 minutes.
5 minutes to add. Now that's well seen too. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's all alone. Chance, surely! And that's a tidy finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Ederson, that is ended up in no man's land. Xhaka, and Bolo, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Savinho. Pass somewhat off target. But they've got it again. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
We are just getting started. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. He's on it, can he get away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now he's off and running.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Aimed beyond the defence. And the finish! Goal! The United States! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, that is one way to stop him. Threads one in. And that's been won straight back. Cleared away. Oh no, he's got that wrong. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's lost his man here. Big chance! That's put paid to the danger. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, super find. And it's made its way to him. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! And he's there to clear it. More and more pressure on the ball here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Out of play for a goal kick. Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. This looks promising. There's the header! Dispatched clinically! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
He's in a great position here. Oh, that's neat.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he was quick to react. It's an inviting looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. Always onto this. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Canada really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a prop. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he is dashing away. Oh, and a chance! And he has his goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 24.
Canada with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he get it through? Oh, they could be charged, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the cross comes in. Good ball, good take. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Aimed at the far side. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Canada are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He's found a way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a hot... Shoots! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
The United States dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Who saw this coming? So close to victory, and it has got away. Now this could be a chance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
The United States have the chance to go the other way. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, super find. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to... shapes to shoot! And there's his goal! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 10.
The United States making further changes here, and in quick succession. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Good ball, good take.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. Oh, easy pickings there. That's tidy. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That looks a good ball through, and he's picked it up out wide.
The United States really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. That is good alertness.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, quality
added time.
clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it out wide. In towards the back stick. And it's hoisted clear. That's that, the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped.